Everyone can agree that in their home, they have a favorite room. But are they using it efficiently? Hello, my name is Micaiah Stevens, and I have a few quick questions for you. Do you have a window in your home? Are you watching this during the day? If so, I want you to stop what you're doing and open up your blinds because I want to discuss the importance of natural sunlight and why we should open our blinds more often. When we use our windows efficiently, we can save energy, save money, and overall become happier and healthier people. Before we get started, I want to briefly discuss how your room is affected when you open your windows and blinds. In the Winter 2016 Journal of Architectural and Planning Research, Solvar Wago, Benita Hunge, and Eli Stoa described this and how to naturally change the temperature and lighting of an apartment in their paper Between Indoor and Outdoor, Norwegian Perceptions of Well-Being and Energy Efficient Housing. In their experiment to see how people live in energy efficient apartments, they noticed that people like to control the thermal qualities of their homes using their windows and balcony doors. They also explained that one way people control the solar influx of their homes is with the aid of curtains and blinds. To explain more, time, temperature, and weather can really influence a room. During the day, when the sun is out, the heat from the sun can make a room warmer. In the night, when the degree of an area drops because the sun is not out, the room can become cooler if a person's windows are open. Another way to control temperature of a room is through the overall weather qualities of a day. For example, if the forecast predicts a lot of wind during that day. Lighting is also affected by the sun. To help promote better sleep, it's recommended that people close their blinds and curtains to shield moonlight. But a person can open them during the time frame from when the sun rises till when the sun sets to brighten their home. I live with a big family. Including myself, 9 people live in our home. And one thing that we've always done during the day is open our curtains instead of turning on our lights in areas where the most natural sunlight comes into our home. But why should I keep the curtains and blinds open if I have an artificial light in my room? You may ask yourself. In short, you can save money by opening your curtains and blinds. In the May 30th, 2021 article, How Much Electricity Does It Take to Turn on a Light by Eugene, he explains how much the average American can save by using less artificial light. Deducing that the average American uses 4 light bulbs all at the same time in their home, whilst calculating how much the average American can save by simply turning off their light for an hour a day, while keeping in mind that the standard rate of electricity used in 2021 was 13 cents per kilowatt hour, and using a 60-watt bulb that uses 60 watts of energy per hour, Eugene calculates that in 2021, the average American could save $11.39 a year by turning off their lights for an hour a day. Now, this number may seem discouraging, but keep in mind a few key factors. 1, this is only the number for one person in a house, and the average American household consists of 4 people. 2, this is the standard rate of electricity used in the U.S. in 2021, and in these past few years, inflation has risen a considerable number, increasing the standard rate to roughly 16 cents per kilowatt hour. And 3, this is only for 1 hour a day each for a year. If we were to keep the lights off each time the sun was up, the number would increase substantially. Assuming each person in the household is also using 4 light bulbs all at the same time, in 2021, the average household could save $45.56 each year for an hour of lights off when using the 60-watt light bulb. With the increase of the standard rate, that number has now risen to $56.08 each year. Depending on where you live in the US, the amount of sunlight you may see varies. So, for an example on how much an average family of 4 in the US can save, I calculated the number they could save in the city where I live in, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The standard rate of electricity used in Pennsylvania is currently 18 cents per kilowatt hour. So, with that in mind, as well as using a 60-watt bulb, a family of 4 could save $63.08 during this year. This year, Philadelphia's longest day will last 16 hours, while its shortest day will last 10 hours. With that in mind, if the family lived in Philadelphia wanted to save money by using natural lighting that comes in their home instead of artificial lighting, they could save at least $630.80 this year. As someone with the above average family, not turning on as many lights helps us save thousands of dollars each year. You might be thinking, even if this could save me energy, opening my blinds could be too much sunlight in my home, and you may argue the amount of sunlight we need. I do agree that when someone is in the sun for a long time, they do risk various health issues like skin cancer. Despite this, you could gain health issues from not getting enough sunlight as well. Did you know that if you don't receive enough sunlight, you could risk illnesses like seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD, and you could risk issues with your autoimmune system. In the spring 2008 Environmental Health Perspectives Journal, M. Nathaniel Need elaborates this in his passage, Benefits of Sunlight, a Bright Spot for Human Health. He mentions that exposure to both UVA and UVB radiation can have direct immunosuppressive effects through the upregulation of cytokines and increased activity of T regulatory cells that remove self-reactive T cells, and that these mechanisms may help prevent autoimmune diseases. This means that UVA and UVB lighting helps the cells signal to your immune system about any possible infections or viruses to work faster to help fight back or gain immunity to any infections or viruses. Mead also mentions that during the day, our sunlight helps our bodies produce serotonin, while in the night, our bodies produce melatonin. During the seasons where it's dark out for most of the day, people can experience SAD because of the decrease in serotonin and a phased delay in melatonin. Side effects of SAD include depression, social withdrawal, overall issues with sleeping, eating, and mood, and many more. Because I've experienced mental health issues my whole life, I have had issues with sleep and overall mood because I was not getting enough sunlight, especially during the colder seasons and when I had to relearn how often I should go outside during a post-pandemic world. One thing that I've noticed that would help me would be to open my windows and blinds instead of turning on my actual lights. Now, this could be something that helps me stay positive, but there is evidence that people benefit from turning off their lights as well. One of the most common treatments for SAD is light therapy, which consists of sitting near a light therapy lamp that specializes in emanating light that's similar to natural sunlight. This is especially useful for people who are unable to access sunlight often, but for those who do, opening your windows and blinds can brighten up your home, which can help you start your day with an uplifting mindset. I'm not saying to keep your blinds and your windows and your curtains open all the time. At the end of the day, it's about balance. By using them at certain times, you're making an investment in your future, whether it be to saving personal finances or to promise yourself a lifestyle where you can flourish mentally and physically. Taking advantage of the sun ensures a better tomorrow for everyone. I hope you all have an excellent day and can take a look at the rooms in your home. If they could use a little light, let it in. Thank you.